You won't believe what I'm here with today. The real blueprint of Afrobeat, and it's not the person that Naeto C. Sir, how you doing?
I'm okay, how are you?
I'm very well too, sir. It's been amazing to have you around. It's been a while since we last heard your music. We would love to know, what has Naeto C been up to?
Just living life like a regular person.
And even walking on the streets, do you still walk like a regular person?
I try to, but I always get reminded, Naeto C, it's that Naeto C, blah, 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 which is nice. But I think there's a lot of freedom that comes with living, like a regular person. I think, when you're living as a celebrity, you have to sacrifice a lot of freedom.
Yes.
And I think that I always wanted to be free, to feel free, So yeah, I'm having a fantastic time.
And that's amazing. For someone like you who happened to, we enjoyed your music made a mark on us. I expect all of what you get, sir. But on the other end, I would love to ask that, what challenges did you go through during your time in music that I still see in today's world? And
I think you have to really find a unique perspective that connects with people, so that when people do hear your music, your music stands out.
Yes.
And that just comes with understanding yourself and knowing yourself and being original. In general, being original will always be a difficult thing to do. That's just the reason why there are just fewer people who are operating at a high level. Social media speaks to a lot of young people, and there's this world on social media that young people feel like they need to be part of, but that just kind of like dilutes their originality, and that also affects your ability to be a great musician, because without that originality, you wouldn't have any uniqueness to you. Everybody wants to be a musician, everybody wants to be a superstar, but to actually do the hard work, very few people. The majority of the hard work is actually here, being able to tap into your own person, find your uniqueness, and then somehow channel that, into music. So that was a challenge for me to, to overcome. If I didn't do that, I wouldn't be able to see, and I feel like in today's generation too, that's also a challenge as well, so, let's see whether people will be able to crack that code.
Substance has made your music stand the test of time, because a decade from now, your music will still remain as relevant as it was back then. So what would be your advice to the new generation of artists and creatives?
Yeah, it goes back to what I just said, just about being original. I think the most important thing is be original, be yourself. I think that nobody can be you better than you. If you understand how to be you in everything you do, then you appear, you show up as unique, as different. And for any creative, whether you're a musician, whether you're an artist, when you have a unique interpretation of your art that no one else can do, you stand out. And just by practicing that and repeating that, you get better and better and better. And eventually you achieve a certain level of artistry that's so far from what every other person is doing. And I think that's how you get to that elite level where your art is making, leaps and bounds, and your music is just so special because there's nothing like it out there. So that's the most important thing, being original, being true to yourself, being consistent, and yeah.
And for the last question, not a question, what would be your advice to the new generation?
Well, that also ties to the last question. You just really be yourself, be original, and try to manage the amount of information that you consume. The problem with information is that being able to sift through misinformation and information is very difficult for your brain. Your brain just absorbs everything. So you have to look after yourself by being conscious of the amount of information that you're consuming. You need to try and maintain a healthy mindset, because without a healthy mindset, even understand who you are as a person, to be able to be original would be very difficult. Too much information will confuse you, especially when that information contains a lot of misinformation. And you open Instagram now, Twitter or what have you, that's where you're going to get so much information. A lot of the information is misinformation, and that confuses you from actually understanding who you really are. You have so many people who are trying to be like someone who they are not, and that will just lead you astray. So that's what I think.
In a nutshell, you're just saying follow your path, be original, and be careful of what you consume.
Exactly.
Which means guard your art.
You said it better than me.
So, Naeto has basically just told you to guard your art, to be original, be careful of what you consume. And one of the ways to be original is to be at Naeto's concert on December 16. And I hope to see you there too. Go get your tickets.
Yes, boss.
Naeto, I love you so much. I've been knowing you for almost 20 years now. You're the first successful artist to give me a chance. And I love you for that. But we've kept in touch. We've kept in touch through this whole time. And I really, really appreciate you through the downs and ups. You called me. You uplift me. I'm happy that yes, you came back and connected with us. As you can see, the city